Welcome! So what are we doing here today? This is going to be a what do you need to hear today video. So our TikTok lives, the what do you need to hear generals, those are going to be max 10 minutes. The what do you need to hear little short clips that I make, that's another minute. I wanted to give you guys something more. So this is going to be 30 minutes of me just dragging your ass. I'm just kidding. I can mute it. Anyways, yeah, so that's what's going to happen today. And for the people who don't know what I do, I channel. So I will sit here. I'm going to open up space, which I haven't done yet. And I am going to call on to the ancestors, the spirit guides, whoever decides to come down. I'm opening up space for them, for your beings, giving them a little offering, as well as allowing them to say whatever that you need to hear. I'm creating a space where they are able to just speak freely and have somebody listen and be that mediator and that translator for you to be able to listen. Because at the end of the day, this is for you. So what do you need to hear today? The energy feels a little heavy. I'm not even going to lie. We're opening up this door. And it's almost as if they're like, you don't ever open it. Damn, we're already starting. But before I start, let me open up space. So this is for the collective, whoever makes their way here, whoever finds the video. This is for you. Don't wimp out on me. Just because they start saying things that you don't want to hear doesn't mean that you're not ready to hear it. The fact that you are listening to it means that you are. And this is a little warning because, like I said, they started off a little tense. So, there's something that was going to happen. There was something that I was going to say, but I forgot. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh, yeah. This is for the collective, okay? We're doing a reading for the collective, so if you want something even more specific, or if you're looking for something more personal, something more tailored to you, tailored to the DNA, to your DNA, then book a reading with me, all right? You can go to my TikTok of the Nay area, and link in bio, Instagram, link in bio, the Nay_area, on all platforms. And let's get into this. So the energy was feeling a little heavy, a little dense because you've allowed it to sit for so long. What have you allowed to sit? Truth, emotions, feelings of guilt, feelings of I know I shouldn't be here and yet I am here. As we go through this reading, because it's a dense one, I'm going to ask you to breathe in and breathe out. It's so important to breathe in and breathe out. Why? I'm just kidding. It's very important to breathe in and breathe out because when you are doing that, A, you are connecting with your body. B, you are moving the energy that they literally just called dense because it doesn't move. So when you are breathing in and breathing out, taking those deep breaths in and deep breaths out, you know what I mean. The energy is finally moving and you are feeling it. And so you are processing it out. I always tell my people on TikTok, whatever comes up is coming up to leave. The same way that this emotion, that this experience, this experience came into your being and you felt it. The same way it must come out of your being and you have to feel it. There's no going around it, and that's the problem. It's like you're in a situation that you shouldn't be in. You're either with somebody that you shouldn't be talking to. You're talking to somebody that you shouldn't be talking to. You're with somebody that you shouldn't be with. And let's be real, I'm not gonna come over here and I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit for you. These ancestors are asking for change, and this is the change. This is how change happens, by just speaking the truths. And I need you to feel your body when they say those words, because that pit in your stomach isn't anything but truth. That pit in your stomach, that knot in your stomach is truth. That knot in your stomach is your own intuition being asked to fucking be validated. And that's what these words are doing, and that's why it's on fire right now. And every time something happens, I can already see you. Any time something happens that validates you not being where you should be, your intuition goes crazy. It's like on fire. And you suppress it. You don't want anything to do with it. You're like, no. Why? Because you're comfortable. Are you comfortable? No, you're not fucking comfortable. You do not like where you are. Let's be real. Let's unveil it. Let's take off all these fucking layers. Let's take off all these excuses that you give yourself. And let's look at it how it is. You're not comfy there. You're not comfortable there. You don't want to be there. But now let's put the layers on. But it's comfortable because it's familiar. But it's comfortable because you're not alone. But it's comfortable because there's this stability. And I say stability because there is no emotional stability. There's just this financial stability. And even then, it's not what you deserve. You are being robbed of the financial stability and financial security that you deserve. But because you are in a situation that you shouldn't be in, you aren't able to experience that. That's another thing. When it comes to all these manifestations and all these wants and all these needs, that you see all these goals and all these dreams, if you are in a situation that you shouldn't be in, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. What is it going to take for you to have those abundances, have those manifestations, those goals, those dreams, is for you to leave the situation that you are in because you should not be in it. And you know it. And the only reason that you shouldn't be in it is because it is not for you. It's because it does not serve you. It's because it does not fuel you. It does not feed you. It does not give you what you need. It does not light you up. It doesn't excite you. It doesn't motivate you. It doesn't inspire you. It keeps you disassociated. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you in unhealthy habits. It keeps you in the sadness and in grief. And then because this is a collective read, yes, it is these relationships, but then I'm also seeing like jobs, being stuck in jobs that you don't want out of obligation. Well, if we take a step backwards, back, and we look at the full picture, you can apply to other places. You can look for other places. You can dream up that dream and you can have it. But you have to be willing to let go of these things that you are holding on to. These friendships, these family members. And we are going into the holidays. So it's very vital. These ancestors, these spirit guides, they want you to know what it's like to choose you. They want you to know what it's like to feel your intuition, to understand what your intuition is telling you. Understand what your intuition is telling you. Differentiate it from fear and a go ahead. From fear and doubt to do it. And I can hear you, well, I don't know, I can't tell what fear is or what my intuition is. Well, come back to your body. How do you expect to understand the difference between fear and intuition when you've been disassociating for I don't know how long? Come back to your body. How do I come back to my body? With the breaths. How did we start this reading? This is also another little fucking moment of how they show you that everything that you hear, everything that is said, everything that is shown, everything that is done happens for a reason. I didn't just come on here telling you to focus on your breath for funsies. No, I told you to come on here to focus on your breath because that is going to be a tool that gets molded into your foundation and helps you process the trauma out of your body, helps you ground yourself, helps you come back to your body, helps you go into deep meditations, helps you go into the cosmic realm, helps you bring in your manifestations. Breath is power. And it's time for you to use it, and it's time for you to know it. So, I lost my train of thought. Take that deep breath. Oh yeah, the disassociating, the fear and the intuition. How can I differentiate fear and intuition? How are you expecting to know the difference when you've been disassociating for so long? Come back to your body. Cool, we're back. Fear is scary. Fear is mean. Fear is tense and dense. Fear is exactly like, damn, what a perfect name for fear. And intuition is gentle, but firm. Intuition, there's no hesitation. Intuition is loving and kind and compassionate. Now the thing is, when those two get mixed up, is because intuition, we are ignoring our intuition that is telling us a harsh truth that we don't want to hear. That when we hear it, we feel fear. Are you keeping up with me? Am I keeping up with me? So that's why right now you're like, oh, I can't differentiate fear and intuition, but because right now they're entangled. They're entangled because you are afraid to hear the truths that you have been denying yourself. But just because you've been denying it doesn't mean that they're going to go away. You're just suppressing it deeper into your body. Telling it, look, you have a home in me. You can stay in me. And that shit is exhausting. And that is draining you. That's another thing, another little tangent I'm going to go on. You have been so fucking tired. You have been so drained for, I want to say, weeks to months. You have been exhausted, confused. You don't know what's going on. You've been trying to sleep, but even then some of you can't sleep. And again, this is a collective read. So we're doing our best out here in trying to touch on all the split stories that I see, all the split lines. Again, if you want something more personal, book. Because for some of you, I see you can sleep. You can sleep, and that's why you're so confused. And for others, you're like, I can't, but I do. I sleep in. But it's just like, your relationship with sleep is just all fucked up. What's been going on with you and sleep is all fucked up. Okay. Well, you're drained, not physically, you're drained energetically. And it's not the people around you. Look, you are in a situation that you shouldn't be in. You are with people that you shouldn't be around. Some are leeching on you, but the problem is not the person that is leeching on you, especially in this relationship that you're in, because they are leeching on you. But they are not the problem. The problem, let's not say the problem, but they are not the one that holds the power. The person that holds the power is you. You are giving them permission to leech off your power, your energy. And that goes with your partner, that goes with friends, that goes with coworkers, that goes with the career. You are giving it the power to leech off your energy. Why? Because you're not drawing boundaries. Because you're not saying no. Because you're staying even though every part of you is telling you to go. Because in every one of those situations, you are choosing them over you. Because you are ignoring what your body is telling you to do. You are giving them the power. So as much as you want to give them, to play the victim and blame them and tell them, oh, it's you, you're crazy. You're crazy, I need to cut you off, you're so toxic. They could be all these things. That's very valid. But at the end of the day, you have to look at who gave them the power. The moment you say, I'm done giving you the power, they have no more access to your energy. You give them too much power. I want you to leave this reading recognizing how much power you hold with only your word. Now, if you intertwine or if you start throwing in your intention, if you start throwing in your emotion with your word, that's power. Why? Because it's all energy. Because you are combining every manifestation of your energy into one thought, and that is to get all your power back. And you are deeming it truth. You are believing it's true, and therefore it is true. Because you are feeling it. You are seeing it. You are saying it. You are becoming it. So then, now imagine you being in a situation that you shouldn't be in. All power is taken from you. All power you are giving away. You are giving away. And you are giving it away when you decide to ignore your intuition. Take your time. And what do they mean by taking your time? Take your time in the situation that you're in. Stay for as long as you need to stay. Stay until you're fucking exhausted. Stay until you have nowhere else to go. Nothing else to do. Stay until you know you are going to be done. Because at the end of the day, I don't believe in right path, wrong path. You're doing something wrong. No. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just doing what's not for you. You're not doing what is serving you, but you're there for a reason. So stay until you're fucking tired, because that's the only way that's gonna work. That's the only way you're actually gonna walk away. Nobody can make this decision for you. I can't sit here until you leave, and then you're gonna get up and leave. No, you make that choice. Why? You hold the power. You hold the power. So you stay until you're not gonna go back. You stay until you're ready. You stay. Why? Why are you going to stay until you're tired? Why are you going to stay until you have nothing else to do? Or nothing else to give or whatever? Because then you've learned your lesson. Or because then now you understand. You understand the depth of this take relationship. You understand the depth of what it is, what it means to ignore your intuition. You understand how much power you've given away. You stay until you understand. And if you understand now, then you get up and leave. But at the end of the day, you're the one that holds the power. You're the one that holds the power. Damn, where's my water? Drink your water. And when I'm saying drink your water, I'm not saying it in like a way of like, oh, you need to drink your water because it's like good for you. No, drink your water to cleanse. Cleanse. Connect with the water. Connect with the water. There's something about it's emotion. And it holds memory. I just got goosebumps. Damn, they're still going. Damn. Anyways, connect with the water. That's the third time I've said it. Or fourth. I don't remember. Be careful what you ask for, because I feel like some of you guys asked for longer readings and you're getting them, but they're heavy, they're dense. So at the end of this, I need you to go run some cold water on your hands, down to your forearms, the back of your neck, on top of your head, to ground yourself. I want you to pay attention to everything that I'm saying. Because going and connecting to the water running your hands through the water, through the cold water, that's something that you can do whenever you need grounding. And when you start paying attention to what I'm saying, you're also coming back to your body and you're becoming present. And that's what you need to go further in your spiritual journey, which I know you want. And for the collective that is resonating for you guys, in order to continue to expand. Oh my God! That's what's going on. So let me continue. So in order for you, to expand in your spirituality, you have to leave the situation that you are in. You have to be willing to do what you don't want, what you are afraid of doing. You have to be willing to pay attention to your intuition and what it is saying, right? And that's what they were saying earlier, like that's why your abundance or your manifestations haven't been coming in the way that you have been asking, because you aren't willing to sacrifice. You aren't willing to make room for them. You aren't willing to say, to cut it. Anyways, now that's what's going on right now. You've been diving into your spirituality. You've been trying to get to know yourself. You've been wanting to expand. And with that comes this, you reach this threshold of you no longer have the luxury of being ignorant. You no longer have the ability to ignore your intuition anymore. You are now faced with the truths that you have been ignoring, which could be heavy, it could be ugly, it could be scary, but at the end of the day, it's a very beautiful thing because you are finally seeing all of you. You are coming back to your body and seeing all of you. So embrace that and acknowledge the growth that you have endured. There is nothing wrong with that, and you're going to overcome it. You're going to overcome it. So trust. That's another thing, like how do they expect trust when you have not trusted yourself? When you hear your body and you decide, no, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do the opposite of that. I'm not going to listen to myself. This moment right here, this is where it changes. You need to be present so that you can listen to your body. You need to be present so that you can listen to your intuition. And you're present when you use your 5 senses and when you focus on your breath. This is time. This is where your change happens. And I know it's scary, so take your time and be gentle with yourself. That's a whole other thing. Be gentle with yourself, okay? And there's just a moment of silence and a moment of stillness that is being asked. And in this moment of stillness and in this moment of silence, I want you to feel your body. Close your eyes and feel your body. Feel your breath. And don't try to fast forward this. Feel your body, feel your breath. Feel your chest move up and down, your shoulders. And when you exhale, my favorite thing to do and say is when you exhale, sink into whatever you're sitting on. It's this complete surrender. When you're exhausted, you deserve to surrender. And there's nothing wrong with surrendering. Surrendering in this context is no longer trying to control anything. No longer trying to rush out of somewhere. No longer trying to avoid truths, but surrendering. Surrendering to what's in front of you. Surrendering to what's around you. Surrendering to the path that the universe has made for you. And deeper than that, surrendering to the path that you chose. So stop trying to control it. Focus on your body. Feel whatever it is that you're sitting on. And thank it for carrying you, for holding you up. For still deciding to tell you where to go, what to do, even if you ignore it. This moment of stillness and this moment of silence, to a certain extent, because I am talking. But so I guess this moment of being present, because this is what you're doing, is connecting you back to your body. And the question here is, are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to sit in the uncomfortable and connect back to your body? Are you willing to sit in the silence and hear what you have to say? Are you willing to do the heavy, dense work that nobody wants to do? Are you willing to then make the choices that you have to make for yourself? Not for the money that's coming, not for the success that's coming, but because that is what your body is asking of you. But because this is what the universe is asking of you. Are you ready? Are you willing to let go of the fear to get to know yourself? To jump into the known, to the unknown. To touch the mirror and go through it. When you see all of you, especially the ugly, the heavy, the scary, all in quotations, but when you see those parts of you, are you willing to embrace those parts of you and do the work that comes with embracing the parts of you? I really hope you are. And they really hope you are. And then they're smiling because they know that you are. You are willing to do it, even if you fuck up here and there. And when I say fuck up, I mean even when you decide to stay a little longer. Even when you decide to forgive, even though you know they're going to do it again. Even though you decide to give when you have nothing to give. It's okay. It's part of the human experience. It's why you are here. They said, go through this journey with eyes of compassion. So do it with eyes of compassion. Nobody's going to be on the other end. And when I say the other end, the spirit realm, the ancestors, the spirit guides, the other side of the screen, me, nobody is sitting on the other end judging you. That's just you. That's just you. So focus on your breath. Surrender into your body. Surrender into the earth. And cut yourself some slack. Be gentle with yourself. And say, you know what? Regardless of what I do or what I don't do, I'm going to love myself. Because that is your foundation. And that is what you are learning right now. A little hint for later. It's going to make sense later. It's self-love. It's choosing yourself. So don't rush the process. It was funny. There was a moment where I was like, okay, I think I'm going to go. And it was just like this moment of, okay, I want to go. Let's dip. But it was like that energy being uncomfortable. Your energy being uncomfortable with the stillness and the silence. I want you to sit past the discomfort. I want you to journal and do it past the discomfort. Meditate and sit in stillness past the discomfort. Stargaze past the discomfort. Cloud gaze past the discomfort. Be present past the discomfort. That's the threshold. Cool. Now I feel ready. Cool. All right. I'm going to send you guys with lots of love and lots of work, because it's going to be a lot of work for you. But been there, done that. So, and I want you to recognize that you're not alone. You're not by yourself. In our TikTok live community, many of us have been down this road, and there is a community there if you ever feel the need to be amongst people. So don't ever feel obligated to engage. You can just watch. We have a lot of observers. And hopefully we can create another community here if need be. Or wherever. Wherever. Anyways, I'm sending you guys with lots of love. I'm leaving you guys with lots of love, lots of patience, and lots of abundance. Ashe, goodbye.